there's a guy getting out of a truck back there. And I could not get a picture of him. But y'all, he looked just like Miss Helen's grandson, Cody. That's who I thought it was when he got out of the truck. I looked at him for a few minutes, watching him, trying to figure out if that's who it was or not. I'm telling you, that guy could be his twin. That blew my mind. Because at first it was like, you know, when you see somebody and they look familiar? And I was trying to figure out who he was. Like, he looks familiar, you know, who is he? And then it dawned on me that it looked like Cody. That is the oddest thing ever. But you know, they say you have a twin somewhere. I know everybody tells me our sister town is Lufkin, about 20 miles away. And people tell me they see me there all the time. But since my hair is not red anymore, I haven't been told they see me. So I think having my white hair in the front and gray hair in the back, from my ears forward is totally almost solid white, silver. And the back is ash gray with the white, silver mixed through it. So since my hair color is different, I haven't been told that. Y'all, Brindley sat in the car so good while I was in the store. I want one of those little Tacoma trucks, like's right here. I look at those all the time. If I ever get this camper situation and it's small enough and that would pull it, I might trade vehicles. Y'all know what a vehicle is? Hey, I know what I've been gonna ask y'all. Do y'all know what a turtle hull is? Y'all, I was outside the other day and thought about turtle hull, and I started laughing. And I just wondered how many of y'all knows what a turtle hull is. I'm not even gonna tell y'all, I'm just gonna wait for your comments. Surely a couple of you Texans know what it is. Now other states, I don't know what y'all called it. But you never hear people say turtle hull anymore. But I had a man a few years back, I had an issue with my car. And I called him and asked him what this light was on my dash. And he asked me did I know what the turtle hull was. And I told him yes, and he was shocked. He said, "You do know?" And I'm like, "Yes, sir." And I told him what it was. We were on the phone. And I told him what it was. And he got so tickled at me. He said, "You know," he said, "I do that all the time on the phone." And he said, "It just blows people's mind because they don't know what a turtle hull is." Or a glove pocket. Do y'all know what a glove pocket is? Y'all, when I did hair, I would say stuff and people would just laugh at me. And I said, y'all, those are the words that people used when I was growing up. Y'all remember the old show that come on TV, Peyton Place? Y'all, when I used to one salon I worked at, a bunch of the college kids come in, university students here, and they'd be telling about something, and I'd say, "Man, that's more drama than Peyton Place." And those little girls would get so tickled, and then me and my coworker would have to explain to them what Peyton Place was, y'all. And I was like in my early 40s, I know, back then. And those college kids didn't know. Now it's 25 years later, so I can only imagine if I was in a salon now and said Peyton Place. I used to have a lot of fun. There was some bad days, but there was a lot of good days, a lot of memories doing hair, a lot of good memories with different people. I don't see them, on a regular basis anymore, but when we see each other, I just ran into a girl I hadn't seen in years at Kroger's, and y'all, we was both white-headed. We was laughing. She was coming in the door as I was going out, and I was like, oh my gosh, I hadn't seen you in forever, other than on Facebook. Y'all, Facebook don't count as visiting. I like to see people face to face. I don't like talking on the phone. I used to. When I lived away and it was long distance, I always wanted to talk to my family. But I want to talk to people face to face. I don't want to be doing all this texting and stuff all the time. Well, y'all know we're at Brookshire's. Y'all know this by now. I've got to get some cantaloupe. Y'all, I am just addicted to these cantaloupes. Let me park right here. Maybe these boys won't steal my car. They're just hanging out in the parking lot. I'm going to leave Brindley in here. Okay, I'll be back. Three cantaloupes. They just got a new order in, a new shipment in. So I hit the jackpot. I'll be fixed up the rest of the week. Y'all, I've been eating those every day. Like they're just so good and refreshing. When you're wanting that snack or that something sweet, it really satisfies that craving, and it's a much better alternative than the junk. Tired, I ain't done nothing. And I still need to go to Big Lots. They have a 25% off their patio stuff. I saw it on the sale. And I need to go see if I can find an umbrella to replace the one that got broken, but I'll never find a deal like that. I got that one at the end of the season for $20. And if I find some more this year, I don't know if y'all are noticing all these limbs on the side of the road where people are putting them. But y'all, we have had some. Y'all see that pile right there to the right? There's another little pile right there to the right. We've had a lot of tree damage. I guess it's God's way of pruning the trees back. We haven't had a lot of wind or a lot of storms up until the last few weeks, and I guess it's just getting rid of all the, oh, there's a bunch right there on the left. Y'all, it's been everywhere I've driven today. Just, they pile it on the side of the road, like that little pile right there on the right. They pile it, and a truck comes through and picks it up. And I haven't been out in 2 days because I don't even know which roads I could go down. There's been so many roads you can't even drive down. Like that one beside me, that side road, I couldn't walk down that at all yesterday. And then that tree fell this morning. The power line was down all day yesterday across the driveways down there, so I wasn't about to walk down there with that line down. I'm sure the power was turned off to it, but I wasn't gonna go find out. I'm adventurous, but see, there's a pile right there from the other day. Tree trimmers are gonna be busy. And I know our linemen are wore out. My friend told me yesterday her husband had been out at the point that we talked for 12 hours or longer. Y'all, I'm trying to remember what street that magnolia tree. I see all these magnolias blooming when I'm driving around. And I'm trying to remember. I think it's up here on the right where that tree is. I want to see if it's blooming. It's been a couple of weeks since I've driven over by there, and I've seen several, and it reminded me I was going to go by here and see if it was blooming when they started blooming. See all that debris on the side right there? Y'all, that tree is over in this neighborhood somewhere. But I don't remember what corner. There's one right there. Oh, there's a lady there. She'll think I'm videoing her. Well, isn't she just cute as she could be? Y'all, it may be up this street back to the left. No, it's one of these streets. I wanted to show y'all that one back there, but that lady was standing there and I didn't want her to think I was videoing her. Oh, here it is, y'all. I found it. I found it. Now, if nobody pulls up behind me, where I can video this for y'all. There it is, right there. It's starting to bloom. Y'all, the camera's not picking up the blooms. Darn. Y'all see all those white spots, y'all? That is going to be gorgeous. It's just starting to open. I'll come back again in a few days. Oh, I know that smells good. That was 3 boys standing in that yard. Y'all giving me the stank eye. Do y'all know what the stank eye is? They was giving it to me. They didn't know what I was doing. If they knew I was videoing that tree, they probably would be mad. Y'all, people get mad about everything. There's where that lady sells those plants. Oh, there's that cute little lady walking. She is just precious. She's got a pretty smile. She just looks happy. She made me happy just seeing. Y'all, you know that is true. People smiling at you, sometimes it really helps. It really changes the mood. Oh, that is a very nice fence right there. Y'all see that fence? See, that's what I wanted instead of the wooden one. And if I ever replace it, that's what I'm going to replace it with. That boy talked me out of that. I think he just didn't want to fool with it. Y'all, there's some debris down that left right there. Oh, goodness. Well, we're making our way back to the Ileta Creek. We're going back to Ileta Creek. It's a good place to be. All those little boys are raking right there. Y'all, they ain't 3 and 4 years old. I wished I could have got that on the camera. That was cute. It's funny when kids like that, they want to do that stuff, and then they get older. And, geez, you have to pay them to do everything these days. We work for free. We work for electricity and food and anything else our daddy give us. Boy, kids don't no more. You ask somebody, can you help me? Well, how much you gonna pay me? And people wonder why I won't ask them to help. Y'all, I've been needing my air conditioner switched in my house, switch windows, since last August. I haven't got that done yet. That's when my shoulder started bothering me, and I had to get that injection. And I can lift them, but it's just the way you have to hold your arm out, you know, to hold them. It ain't like those feet where I'm throwing up on my shoulder. It's that reaching out position that I'm scared I'll pull my shoulder out. But in a couple of weeks, one of the kids is coming by, and I've asked them could they do it that day they're at the house. The fan on one air conditioner quit working, the one in my bedroom, and I have one in the extra bedroom that I never use, and I just need them switched out. So on the days that I feel like I need the cool air for my breathing, I can have that little unit in the window, and it helps me to rest better. And I can't get anybody to help me move them. My sister and one of my girlfriends put them in for me. It seems like when my sister's off, like last week, she was sick. She was pretty sick a few days and was going to the doctor. And then she works till 11 at night, so it's hard for her to help me do anything. But I'll get it done. I'll catch Felipe. He keeps saying he'll help me, but that man is so busy. Well, we're home, y'all. And I'm going to get this stuff out of the car and then pick up all these limbs and blow my driveway off again. It's not as bad as it was yesterday. And my flag blew down last night. And when it hit, Brinley heard it. And I come to the door out on the porch to see what was going on. And it was my flag. Blew off the house when the wind started blowing. So I picked it up and rolled it up and put it on the porch. And I've got to buy a new holder. It broke, the holder that held it up there on the post. I got to have a new holder. So I may run back to town and do those errands when I get this food out of the car. Y'all be blessed, and don't forget to say your prayers. And thanks for riding along with me. Y'all, I got a new holder for my flag. And y'all look at this camper. Y'all, why can't I find a little camper like that somewhere that doesn't cost $30,000? All these linemen up here. This parking lot is full. Look at all those trucks. Y'all, I don't see a name on that trailer. Looks like they rigged some windows up on it. If the windows were open, they're probably sitting there in the camper, I bet. I bet they stopped for a break at Walmart. Y'all, I'm gonna keep speaking it till I have it. I'm ready to go home. I'm tired. I did a little bit of yard work when I was at the house a while ago. Y'all, when all them limbs fall like that, you gotta bend over a million times. I have to take a break. My back has to take a break from that. That's why I went out 3 times yesterday. And then we got another storm. I hope we have a break from that for a while. Oh goodness, I need a nap. I ran into one of my cousins and we had a good chat. I hadn't seen her in a while, or her little girl. Y'all, everybody's just too busy to visit. Y'all, I'm not kidding. I am so tired. And I'll say I'll go home and take a nap, and I won't. I'll go home and get busy doing something to wake myself up. That's usually what happens. Yesterday, after the power came back on, I was going to lay down and take a nap. And just as I got the house cool and got comfortable, y'all, that's when the power went off again. And they're saying we might have some more storms later. Oh, goodness. Y'all, it ain't the company, it's just me. I'm wore out. But I wanted to get this stuff done. And while Big Lots had the umbrella, y'all, I'm telling you, God did that. Y'all can say what you want to. What are the chances that your umbrella gets tore up from a storm? You get internet back for a short period of time and get online and look. And I looked at Big Lots because that's where I got those last year at the end of the season for $20 a piece. And I said, I'm just going to look because I knew they've had them in the store a few months. I'm just going to look and see if they're on sale. They were 25% off, and with the coupon that they sent me in my app, I got another 25% off. So y'all, I got that umbrella for $30, a $60-something umbrella for $30. It's the same one I had, but a different color. And I'm going to look at the end of the season and see if they have a marked down to 20. And if they do, I'm going to buy one and put in the storage building in case of a situation like this. Because I lost the umbrella last summer as soon as I moved over there. Where, this is what I've decided, where that table sits going to my front door, that's like a breezeway through a carport. It like sucks air down through there. I really think it does. Between that wall of the house and the fence, It's like it pulls the air through there somehow. And there's nothing to break the air on either side. So I'm going to have to remember to keep that umbrella down. What is so sad about it was I just put it up for the first time for the season. And when I went to bed, I didn't know we were going to have storms like that in the night. I had checked the radar and didn't know. Or I would have put it down. But in the heat of the summer, I need it back there really bad because there's no shade. And it helps cool that back porch so much. So that's why I wanted to replace it. And y'all, I want to go wash my car, but I'm too tired. I may try to do that tomorrow evening. Maybe. It's been a few weeks since I washed my car. And it is definitely time. Now, did y'all see that car put their left blinker on? And I was wondering why. Because they couldn't turn left. And then they put their right blinker on. Y'all, I've been watching Brinley while I was gone. I left her home this trip. Y'all, she's been in the chair passed out. I knew she was tired. That's why I left her. I figured she would sleep. Because when I get home, if I start doing something, she'll want to watch what I'm doing. And if she's as tired as I am, she needed a nap. Into a friend of mine, and she told me that she had COVID and had been real sick, and since she had it, she couldn't quit shaking. She's a little bit older than I am, y'all. I'm not sure her age, but she lost her husband a year or so ago, and I didn't think she was going to recognize me, but she finally did. I've known her my whole life, but I saw her up the aisle, so I went up the aisle to speak to her, and she finally figured out who I was. So I'm not going to say her name, but the Lord knows who she is. So if y'all can pray for her to feel better and get rid of the shakiness. She was buying some breakfast food and just getting a few things. It's the first time I've seen her out, and gosh, I don't know when. Used to see her a lot. But we're all getting older. I guess we don't get out as much. But I love y'all. Jesus loves y'all. Y'all be blessed, and don't forget to say your prayers. And thanks for riding with me and keeping me company.